Hi, this is Chef JD Pendleton, and today we're back into the greenhouse. I couldn't resist. It's December the 2nd, 2013, and we've got a temperature in here of 72 degrees. I was putting up the Christmas tree and decided that I need to come out here and water, check on some things, see how things were doing, and everything looks absolutely wonderful. The milk jugs here are letting off heat. They're warming up during the day and they're letting off heat. You can paint these a black or a dark color and they will absorb more heat. But I haven't had this year, like we said, we had an early snows and early frost. I didn't get around to doing that, but this is a good way to recycle your milk jugs and your pop bottles and things like that, your liter bottles and or 2-liter bottles, I should say. So that's a really good idea, and it's they even make little watering spouts that you can put on the top of these little daisy things. I might get a few of those, so that way I can sprinkle and water my flowers. But I do also use this water to water my flowers, and this just helps me not to shock the flowers. And I mean, it absolutely seems to be working. We'll show that to you here in just a minute. But first, I wanted to discuss our new channel. My husband and I have a new channel called Maranatha Minutes. And we've got part 1 of Genesis, chapter 1 of Genesis, and chapter 2, which is part 2 of Genesis. We discuss the Illuminati and the RFID chip. So come along with us, and I'll post the links to those channels here, and or here. And but we'd love to have you come along and do a Bible study with us. We just began, so now's a good time to jump in on it. And we're both got our doctorates of divinity, so we worked really hard to get there. I had my master's in science and criminology, and my husband had his in Bible theology and the arts, and went on to get his master's in nursing, and then he went on to teach in the medical field. So he teaches some of the medical classes out here at the local hospital. And we both go out there to pray for the sick and the dying, and we really enjoy that. We preach at the chapel out here at the hospital. So we've also got the Holy Christian Church site on Facebook. You can join us over there as well. And I still got 13 novels coming out, and I didn't have a chance because with the room edition, like I said, when it's warm out, I'm busy in construction, and then trying to get all the flowers in from the summer into the greenhouse and get everything potted and going. So everything out here is looking really, really well, and looking really good, and I'm really happy with everything. I've got all kinds of colors from pink to plum. I even have petunias in full bloom right now. So, this is December the 2nd. So if nothing else, you can at least extend your growing season. But I'm in central Indiana, and I didn't get you can see where it's kind of raining in the greenhouse today. That's good. You can see there's some moisture on the ground. I put a brick floor in here, so that also helps release some heat in the nighttime. It warms up in the day and then kind of releases the heat at night. And it helps the plants that are lower on the ground from freezing. But I still suggest that you put your heater a little lower on the floor because heat rises than where I've got mine. I wish that I would have put mine a little lower. But when things get really cold, we bring out the propane heater, and that will do the trick. But I would like to have gotten this wrapped with some bubble wrap, but we just didn't have time this year. Like I said, if you go over my channel, you can see the room addition that we built. But I also own a sister company. I'm a construction company, JD's Custom Homes. And then I have a sister company, which is Survive Storm Shelters, which is a dealership here in central Indiana. So if you need a storm shelter, a solid steel storm shelter, or something designed for you and your weapons and food stores, just give me a call. I can build them up to 500 people, if not more. And I am FEMA approved and SSA approved as well. So, I'm a federally licensed builder, so I can build anywhere where there is a U.S. military base or in the United States, okay? So, But this is like my little hobby in here. You have to have a place to go where you can just relax and get your thoughts together. And this is my place. I come out here and I can get some prayer done. I can get some privacy in. There's no one out that way for over a half mile down the road. We got some neighbors down that direction. But for the most part, they're all really quiet. So I have a very quiet, peaceful setting out here. We have 4 ponds. And you can do some fishing, and I like that. When I get a chance, I do like to do some fishing. But we just got our tree today. It's 12 feet tall, and it's over, I think it was 66 inches in diameter. So it's a big tree, and plus we put it up on a box with a red tablecloth to lift it up even higher, because I have 14-foot ceilings throughout my house, throughout most of my house. So and I really wanted to surprise my daughter. This is her last year home with us, or living in Indiana. She just took a job. She just graduated from Purdue and took a job in Houston, Texas, on the coast down in Texas. So she's going to be a 16 to 18 hour drive away from us. So I've been crying a lot. You might probably see the bags under my eyes. I hope she doesn't see this, but I've been very upset about it. But I've got such a good support team. My husband, my family. I don't want her to see that, you know. I mean, all my kids have been in college. They've all left home. They all have apartments, but they all stayed pretty close to home. You know, within 45 minutes of home. So this is the farthest one of mine will have gone. And I moved away from home when I was 19. I moved out of state. So she's going to go. She's going to have a good time. She's going to have a really nice experience. Gosh, her apartment has palm trees and lap pools and swimming pools, and it's a beautiful apartment. I mean, you know, she's only going to be 2 blocks from a downtown skyrise where she works. And she's going to be, I believe she's going to be a tax auditor for an accountant company. And they got a lot of oil well and ranch owners down there. So I think she's really going to like it. I think it's a warm climate year-round. I mean, they're having their winter right now, and it's like 52 degrees down there, and they're all wearing winter coats, acting like they're dying. It's 42 degrees here today, and I was in short sleeves out here. My shirt here, I was in short sleeves out today. So the adjustment to the weather is going to be something for her. She's going to be laughing at them. What are you doing in your winter coat? You know, it feels like it's 70 out here today. I love it. You know, she'll be hitting the beach in 50-degree weather, but picking up starfish and sand dollars, but we will miss her. Do this vlog today and kind of let you know what's going on in my life. I mean, that's it. I mean, I've had different people say, "Hey Jane, you've been quiet lately, what's going on?" I've just been busy living life. It's just very, very busy around here, and we started, like I said, we started that new online TV channel, and it just started raining in the greenhouse, so I knew when I watered in here it would start raining in here. I wouldn't be able to stay in here for very long. Yeah, look, it's raining. So, and that's good. My terrarium that I designed is working, and it's self-watering the flowers for the most part. I've been watering twice a week now. So, and once a month fertilizing with a little bit of the Miracle Grow. And I just put the Miracle Grow just a little bit, about a half a tablespoon in each gallon of the water, give it a good shake, and then water the flowers that way. But I just thought I'd give you a little update of how everything's doing. So come along, and I'm going to show you how my flowers are doing. I mean, look at the colors in here. I mean, I know cameras just don't do it justice, but you've got some really beautiful pinks and some plums and some purpley pinks. And here are my white geraniums. I've even got my little angel hidden in here. We have all of our white geraniums on this side. Because I have a red brick home, I have a lot of white geraniums that I plant outdoors in the springtime and summer. Here I planted some petunias from seed, and they're getting ready to bloom. We got some salmon colored geraniums here. We've got some verbena that was in full bloom, and I just trimmed it all back. You just want to pinch the dead heads off, and it will just come back in the dark, deep purple plum again. They were about this color here, and this right, well, I guess on my camera it looks more blue, but this is a very deep, lush violet in real life. And these are a little bit more of a red plum color here, but these look blue on my camera screen. I'm hoping they come out to the right color for you, but beautiful petunias in bloom, and gosh, it just smells so wonderful in here right now. We have some lemon balm. Oh, that smells heavenly. We have this deep red velvet geranium. And nobody wrote me and told me what this is. I'm still not sure. But anyway, it came in one of my basket of plants. We've got more geraniums. We've got a bright red geranium that came off my father's grave that I'll put back on his grave. And we've got another one off his grave here. Some white. We got an red ivy geranium. And again, we have our milk jugs that are, oh, these are warm. Oh my goodness. If you want to warm your hands up on that. Ooh, that's warm. From the day's time sun. I mean, the sun doesn't even, I mean, looky, the sun's not even out today. And it warmed my jugs up. So I'm happy about that. We got some more hanging baskets. So, I mean, you know, I'm happy with it this year. We've kept the vent closed for the most part. I haven't even really had to use the fan because there's a fan on the heater that's circulating the air. And they all seem happy. We have our herb garden here. Our chives need to be kind of trimmed up just a little bit here, so they'll kind of thicken up. We've got a start of sage, so, you know, we can start another little batch of sage someplace this summer. We've got some, ooh, what is this? That's oregano. That's a Greek oregano right there. We've got some more sage. We've got lots of lemon balm here. The strawberry plant made it through. Oh, look at that. We got a bloom on the strawberry plant. Oh, we got some strawberries coming on. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And we got some French thyme. Got a weed. So, for all in all, I'm really, really happy. And, you can see the temperature here. You can see my Vornado fan here. So I'm real happy with it. My suggestion would be to anybody, this is the best $1,000 that we spent. By the time we built up the block work and did any of that, I mean, you don't even have to do all that, but our winds out here are really strong. We had to put in some extra bolts in the corners down here to keep this sturdy enough for our winds, but all in all, I'm very, very happy with it. I wouldn't change a thing other than maybe I wish that they made these in a double panel so that way they'd be more insulative for our area. You know, they need to sell greenhouses in the area of which, you know, that they can be sold in. I mean, obviously centrally Indiana we see blizzards, so I mean, we really needed a 2-ply air infiltrated, you know, gas perma glass. But this is an 8x6 greenhouse, and I mean, it's the right size for me. They make them bigger. You can see where the floors, you see where it's dripping, where it's starting to rain in here after I watered. The moisture's starting to come back up and circulate the fan and the heat circulating that. And you can see where it's starting to drip off the ceiling here. And that's what I designed it to do. The original greenhouse had a lot of air leaking and stuff in it. I mean, it just wouldn't have made it through the winter. But I was able to foam it, air seal it down. You know, like I said, we lifted it up on blocks, made it taller for us. Right now I'm actually standing on a thing here, so let me come down here. There you go. So, you know, I mean, I can't even reach this light. But had I not put this up on the block foundation, here's a better view of it. You know, I have to step out and onto a step out here that we poured. But that's fine with me. I have no issues with this greenhouse whatsoever. Okay? But this is chef and builder Janie Pendleton, and I'm glad that you came along with me today, and I hope you stick with me and subscribe. And you can head on over to my Facebook channel as well, the Holy Christian Church, and join me there as well. We'd love to have you at our Bible study or just daily devotionals. That's fine. We just love to have you. And or my YouTube channel here, which is Chef Janie Pendleton. Just look that up and come join me there and subscribe. I'd love to have you, where we do all kinds of building projects, gardening projects, religious Christianity projects. I mean, we've got a lot going on over there, and we just, like I said, we'd love to have you. Blessings.